Do you know that your MP or MLA will not be disqualified even if they are convicted and the sentence is less than 2 years? That's what Clause 3 in the Section 8 of the Representation of the People Act 1951 says. Recently, the Punjab and Haryana High Court issued notices to the Centre and Election Commission to scrutinize the provision in the RP Act. It was hearing a plea which stated that the clause was violating Article 14 of the Indian Constitution, which grants equality to all citizens. But before knowing why lawmakers enjoy this special relief, we must know about the first two clauses of Section 8. Under Clause 1, an MP or MLA is disqualified as soon as he is convicted under certain sections of the Indian Penal Code and various other acts like Protection of Civil Rights Act, Customs Act, Prevention of Corruption Act, and Prevention of Terrorism Act. Offences under IPC include promoting enmity, bribery, rape, cruelty towards women by husband and in-laws, etc. Even under the second clause, it leads to disqualification if any lawmaker is convicted of profiteering or adulteration of food and under the Dowry Prohibition Act. They will remain disqualified for another 6 years after their release from prison under both these clauses. But the third clause not only prevents lawmakers from facing disqualification but also allows them to contest elections. Former Information Commissioner Sridhar Acharyalu says the clause exists so that legislatures don't get disqualified for non-serious offences. If the clause is nullified, he says lawmakers will be in danger of being disqualified even for unlawful assembly, wherein the maximum jail term is only 6 months. This year alone, 2 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs in Delhi were convicted in assault cases and another legislator from the party was convicted in a 6-year-old rioting case. However, they continue to serve as MLAs with the protection granted under the RP Act. Around 43% of the members of the current Lok Sabha have criminal cases pending against them. This includes 29 members from the Congress and 116 MPs from the Bharatiya Janata Party. With such large figures in the Saffron Party, Lakshmanan, assistant professor at the Madras Institute of Development Studies in Chennai, feels that if the section is nullified, the biggest victims will be BJP legislators. However, Acharyalu says false complaints and manipulation of cases will victimize opposition members as persons in power will use it in their favor. He says repealing the clause will also pose another threat of politically motivated violations of law. Instead, he opines that parties can stop giving tickets to members who had been convicted in assault cases or causing disturbance to the public. In March 2014, the Supreme Court directed that trial in criminal cases pending against politicians should be completed within 1 year of framing charges by setting up special courts. However, as of 2018, around 4,000 cases are yet to be settled. Acharyalu says this process must be fastened rather than revoking the clause of the RP Act, which may have grave repercussions in the Indian politics. But even if the government decides to nullify the clause, it must consider several parameters. Former Lok Sabha Secretary General Balshekhar says that the gravity of the offence and its social consequences must be looked into before such decisions are taken. He says its stakeholders, who are Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members and legislators of all states, must also be consulted. For more such videos, subscribe to the Federal's YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.